Hey everyone, it's What's New at Center Diamond this week, and we have kind of an eclectic mix. We have some new sort of budget flannels, we've got a cool owl group from Timeless, a few batiks, and two really different but really beautiful beachy groups. And so we will jump right in with from Lewis and Irene, Seize the Day. And that is, involves some puffins, not just puffins, but of course I had to buy it because there's puffins on it. So this one is a light blue background with, sure, they're kissing, why not? We'll say they're kissing. Of course they're not our puffins, but it doesn't matter because that's the way it is. So you have a little piece of not coral, like kelpy things, some shells, and these are all kind of a symmetrical look there with that. And the puffins go both ways, and they're kind of small. D236. This group is 1520. That's one of the pieces, and then there's the puffin stripe, which is adorable. So we got little puffin, a sort of a minty green and this sort of orangey red color, and of course they're running the length of the fabric with a shell interspersed. Very, very cute. D237, excuse me. And then we have shells and puffins. I'm trying to see if there's any other animals in, I mean, of course they're all animals, but sea stars. I don't see any turtles on this one. It looks like it's just shells with the puffins. And this is scattered. This has sort of a minty green background on this piece, D238. And then we have, oh no, this one does not have puffins on it. This one is just the shells. Yep, just the shells. This one has a turtle on it. That's what I was thinking. So turtle on this one with shells. Oh, and rays. I didn't see the rays before. This one is more of a medium blue background. D239. And then I have this next piece in two different colorways. So this is like a scallop shell, and this has sort of that tan, a light blue, and then a darker blue in it. Light blue background, definitely directional. D240. And then I'm keeping them in the colorways, it looks like. So we've got the turtle, just the turtle, sort of set up like the puffins were at the beginning. So medium blue on a light blue. There's some little shells. These are all very symmetrical again, like the puffins were at the beginning. A little bit more tonal than the puffins are. D241. And then we have the other shells. And this one, instead of turtles, looks like it has lobster and seahorses. So the lobsters are in that orangey reddish color, also a medium blue. Little seahorses in that sort of green color, and a tan or a very creamy background. D242. And then the other scallop shell, it goes this way, and it's like a very soft blue with that orangey red and that tan color in that one. And that goes nicely with the ones I just showed you, D243, and the one I'm about to show you, which is the crab. So this is that crab. It looks like these are also not directional. They're tossed whichever way. And the crab are in that orangey red, and the background has all that sort of kelpy look thing going on in that sort of a minty green and a creamy background. D244. And last, we have a classic sort of beachy stripe, white with sort of that reddish orange and a light and a medium blue background. Cute binding, of course, and it just has a classic sort of beachy look. D245. Again, Lewis and Irene, Seize the Day, 1520 a yard. And then on this one, Take Me to the Beach, I'm going to start with the panel. And the panel looks like this. It makes the canvas bag. This is a very thick canvas-y. All the instructions are written on the panel itself, and we even got it made up. I'm going to space on how much this is. I believe it's $12.50. I can't remember, but the final thing looks like this. And there's a little pocket on the inside which she moved over and stitched it down so you can't even see where it is. But both sides are the same. It's about, on the panel it's 18 by about 22, but of course this is going to end up a little bit bigger, smaller, excuse me, because there's a gusset, so it ends up to be about 16 by about 20. It's a very deep bag, but how fun, very beachy and fun. So that's what that panel ends up looking like. And then the pieces that go with it are, again, very classic beachy line, red, white, and blue. There's a sort of a creamy background there. We got sand dollars, sea stars, scallops, and lobster. Okay, we don't have lobster here, but it doesn't matter. People buy them anyway. D246, this is from Northcott, and this line is 1585, and it's called Take Me to the Beach. And then this piece is smaller scale. We got all kind of fish and sea stars, dark blue, medium blue, and then that orange or orangey red for the sea stars on this one. And they look like they're somewhat tossed, or there might be kind of, I think it's directional across the fabric. D247. Then we have an all sort of corally look, red and white. It almost looks like a Matisse painting. I'm looking at it closer now. D248. And then we have little fish. And this is definitely directional across the fabric. So light blue and cream background with red and dark blue fish. D248. And then lastly, a little nautical looking a little sailboat, little steering wheel thing. What are those called? I don't know. And anchors. So definitely a nautical piece with that sort of textured white creamy background. D250. These are cotton, regular cotton, not canvas. The bag is canvas, but the rest of the group is not. Oh wait, there's one more. I'm sorry, there's one more. A tonal piece, shells packed together, light blue on top, or well, medium blue on top of dark blue. So reads as a tonal. D251. That's the end of Take Me to the Beach from Northcott. Okay, and then we have some banyan batiks. If I can get my hand in there. So I don't know if this group has a name or not. Midnight Savannah. So this is sort of I guess Midnight Savannah, it must be sort of an African-y thing. It sort of has its concentric squares. I have it in two colors. This is teal. Mottled teal background with those squares on top. Very much a tonal, but with that little bit of texture in there. D252, and these are 1575. So that's the teal, and then this is sort of the gold or orangey color. Same boxes on top of a mottled orange background. D253. And then we have this sort of goldish, olivey, mottled background with these concentric circles going out in like a tealy blue, darker blue on this one. Nice texture and lots of movement when you open it up. It's very nice. D254. And then the last one of those batiks is this green, which almost makes it look like you're looking up through some leaves of trees. A green and blue together. It's really nice. It's come up to the counter a couple of times and we've only had it for a couple of days. D255. Again, those are banyan, 1575 a yard. Then from Timeless, we have this gorgeous owl group. They're both half gone already. This is not metallic, but I bet you think there's metallic on it because it looks like there should be. So very much almost like an Art Deco-y look with jewel tones, big beautiful owls on here with some vines and some leaves through it. Definitely directional, the length of the fabric. This is D256 and it's 1560 a yard. Those are the big owls. That's the main piece in the group. And then we have the small owls. Also directional the other way. Yep, you can't tell from those eyes. So smaller owls packed in, same colorway. And that is D257 from Timeless. And then two more coordinates. This one is more just like, I think it's supposed to be like feathers. This is more of the blue, purple, and turquoise and pink, I guess, piece that's pulled out of there, out of the owls. And that's D258. And then last, a lovely tonal. This almost looks like it's a woven jacquard, the way it's printed. It's really very beautiful. So it reads as gold across with that goes with the owls, but it has a really interesting texture in it. But again, it's just quilting cotton, D259. So that is the 4 that go with the owls. And then from Northcott, again, we have a line called Whisper. And I don't remember what was the rest of the line. I bought the 2 stripes. This is Deborah Edwards and Melanie Samra again, because I love the way they do it. It's not an ombre, so this just goes on the other side of the fabric too. So this is a blue stripy blue, some greens in there, some black lines, very organic, and that is D260, $16.50 a yard. And we also have it in green. So there's the greens, creamy, and they also have that same black line in there. Just gorgeous piece, D261. And then lastly, we've got a few budget flannels. These are just $9.95. We're not talking Woolies quality here, but if you need a nice flannel that's gonna fluff up nice when you wash it, for a kid, this is a good one to go for. D262, fun cat faces in primary colors. And to go with that, again, the $9.95, we've got tonal dots in turquoise, which would go quite nicely with it, D263, and that's with that. And then I've got wacky chickens on yellow with red, white, and black pieces. Oh, there's a little bit of pink in the chick. On a yellow background, D264. And to go with that, we've got the sort of yellowy orange dots on red, which I thought I'd shown you before, but I don't see a number on it, so I guess I didn't. D265. Again, those flannels, budget flannels at $9.95 if you're doing some quick little projects for kids. I think that's it. Oh my goodness. Shop Hop, All Pacific Northwest Shop Hop started yesterday. We saw 5 people, and it goes through May 31st, as you know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. We're 11 to 4 every day. Give us a call if you've got any questions, 888-305-0854.